things bright and beautiful. It's the dawn of a new day. Today is the second day in the month of May, year 2024. If God be for us, who shall be against us? Alive, hale, and hearty, ready to deliver on our core mandate of top-notch analysis of the stories of making the rounds is captured in the national dailies in Nigeria, spanning through our social, economic, and political space within Nigeria and beyond. We speak truth to power without minding whose ox is God. George, they say, is better than war. We cannot fight, we cannot engage in physical fiscus, but we can speak out aloud, and we hope our voices shall be heard. This is our way of ensuring that those who govern you are accountable to you, dissect the issues in the society, and make our world a better place for all of us. Egalitarian society we want. This is Conversation once again. I am Sheung Oyelowo, and today interesting headlines we have captured in the national dailies. Basking in the euphoria of May Day, that's the Workers' Day that was celebrated yesterday, with its attendant unfolding development and challenges. Let's quickly give you what the national dailies captures this morning. On May Day, Labour gives federal government May 31st deadline on minimum wage. Riders to that. To conclude talks, insist on 615,000 naira wage demand, threatens total shutdown if places 18 points demand before the federal government. This demands new 18 points demands. Okay. Condemns hike in electricity tariff. And also demands reversal of the hike in electricity tariff within 1 week. We are working on new minimum wage and living wage. Tinubu, that's our president, assures. Resist anti-people tendencies. PDP charges workers. I stand with workers in solidarity, says Peter Obi. Akpabio assures Nigerian workers of better welfare. Akpabio, the Senate President. All right. Labour to federal government. Announce new minimum wage before 31st of May. And the question for me, the tripartite committee, Labour inclusive, have you reached a consensus on that? Have you agreed on the actual amount for the new minimum wage? All right. New wage will take effect from the 1st of May when announced. That's coming from the federal government. Okay. New minimum wage will take effect from the 1st of May when it is eventually announced. Federal government assures. Governors pledge improved welfare for workers. Promises to pay living wages. You mean it, the governors? Oh, interesting. That's brilliant. You talk of Edo, you talk of one or two other states. Okay. Maybe others want to follow suit. Promise is a debt. Yes, when you make promise, you have to fulfill it. Let your words be your bond. Bandits attack Kogi community, kills 3. On Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, federal government pays 2.7 billion naira compensation. PDP condemns tariff, petrol price increases, wants workers to resist anti-people tendencies. CBN adjusted exchange rate 28 times in first quarter of 2024. Okay, that's coming from CPPE. Says uncertainty pervading Nigeria's trade. Mining areas record rise in out of school children, says a special report. Ibadan chiefs meet Ladoja, seek Olubadan's speedy coronation. All right. Let's go to the inside pages now. Olabode George, Ogokelo, other PDP chieftains hold Spali, seek true reconciliation. Rising food costs persist as bag of 50 kg rice eats 72,000 naira in Abuja markets. And you could imagine how much it will cost in other markets in Nigeria. May God have mercy on us. Without science, innovation, food security cannot be achieved. I agree. Oisaka, helping partners to end HIV infection in Oyo State. Nasima President Oye to speak at an economic summit. And on insecurity, Matawale urges United States to share intel, that's intelligence, on terrorism and banditry with Nigeria. Yes, we also appeal to them, although we've really not been effective in the utilization of the intel shared with Nigeria in the past. When they share, it gets into wrong hands. The information divulged to the terrorists and bandits. But in this case, we shall appeal again. Maybe there will be a change, positive one, this time around. But we need the intel. It's required for us to fight terrorism and banditry and other forms of criminalities in Nigeria. We'll go on a quick commercial break. We shall be back. Please stay tuned.
Hello, property owners in Oyo State. Have you heard about OYPRS app? You need it. Download OYPRS app right away. It simply means Oyo State Property Reference System. OYPRS app helps you to retrieve your property identification number on the go. This means you will be able to pay your land use charges and other property related bills seamlessly. Go to Play Store or Apple Store on your mobile device. Download and install OYPRS app. Sign up with your preferred email, phone number, and password. Please turn on your location for easy access. After that, log in with your email and password and follow the easy process. With this, you will be able to get your property details without any difficulty. It's a smart property identification service brought to you by Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Oyo State. For more information, log on to www.oyprs.ng or call 0700 696 52637.
This is Conversation Live on the radio network service of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. I'm talking on Okyogo FM 96.3, Agility FM 92.1, and of course, OLUYOLEFM 98.5. On our social media platforms, we are very, very alive, active, and you can lash on, watch, and also share your comments. We have 1.5 billion liters of petrol to last 30 days. That is coming from our reps. The House of Representatives Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream and Midstream has said the country currently has in its storage facilities over 1.5 billion liters of petrol that can last for 30 days. It called on Nigerians to remain calm and eschew panic buying. The committee further disclosed that it was making moves to clamp down on others or those who has been herding and sabotaging the process, hoarding petroleum products. According to the committee, from their findings, there is availability of petrol products which have since arrived in the country, but the supply and distribution to marketers was restricted by challenges of transport vessels that were supposed to take the products from offshore to onshore. It added that the logistic challenges have since been addressed and product distribution has commenced and the queues would disappear in a matter of days. Hence, the need to avoid panic buying as the product would be available very soon. The downstream and mainstream committee led by Ikenga Ugochinyere, while addressing newsmen in Abuja yesterday, said the purpose of this press briefing is to give an update on the scarcity of petrol products and what the committee are doing to ensuring that the right things are done as the representatives of the people. It is so painful that Nigerians have been subjected to serious hardship and pains as a result of the scarcity of petroleum products in the past few days. This development has led us as representatives of the people to engage with the regulators of the relevant sectors with a view to finding out the causes of this scarcity and providing solutions to same. A brilliant move from our senators. Thanks for the update. And ensure that you do the needful. Yes, to compel those who are supposed to do their job to do same so that we can have a hand to the queues in our filling station. That is very, very important. Let's move on. On insecurity, Matawali urges United States to share intel. I took that earlier. And on banditry, why I abandoned my 10,000 hectares of land in Benengwari. That's coming from Bafarawa. Former Sokoto State Governor Atairu Bafarawa has said that he abandoned his 10,000 hectares Benengwari farm for fear of bandits and kidnappers. Yeah. And same for so many other Nigerian farmers precisely. Many have abandoned their farmland for the fear of being attacked. Oti's government, running on trust, hasn't collected any loan. That's coming from a commissioner in that state. And you recall that the governor of Osun State, Senator Nuruddin Ademola Adeleke, also said that ever since he came to office, not a dime has been received as a loan by the state government. To other headlines. Controversies trails at the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road. Traders blame high cost of transportation and multiple taxation. NSGF, that's the Northern States Governors Forum, expresses concern over region's burden of out-of-school children. Wow, they are concerned now. That's brilliant. Yes, change is inevitable. The Northern States Governors Forum, NSGF, has expressed concerns that the region currently bears the burden of heaviest number of out-of-school children in the world, noting that human capital development is critical to the progress and prosperity of the region. This was contained in a communique issued at the end of a meeting of the forum held on Tuesday at the council chambers of Sir Kashim Ibrahim House, Kaduna, under the leadership of its chairman, Muhammadu in Yaya of Gombe State. The forum therefore committed itself to investing in education and skill development, healthcare and social services in order to address the menace. Well, that's developmental. And also when you consider the phenomenon of out-of-school children in Nigeria, yes, that region, the northern region, appears to take the lead. And unfortunately so. That must be addressed. That's why you have ready-made tools for criminalities, for banditry, for kidnapping in that region. They don't have access to formal education, nor Western education, education that could give them the best of life as we speak. You talk of the Almajiris in their numbers. You talk of issue of family planning projects. It's an aberration to some. It's an abomination to some. They just donate children to the world, the ones they can't even cater for. I don't know if it's cultural or religious, but these are the realities before us, especially in the northern part of the country. So it's imperative we appeal to parents, especially from that region. Give birth to children that you can cater for. It's simple. Give them the best of life. And the governors of that region must make basic education compulsory and absolutely free. They could extend it to the secondary school level if they don't have the powers or the financial strength to extend it to the tertiary level. But basic education at the primary level must be made compulsory to all parents. And if it's absolutely free, no parent will have the excuse or will give the excuse of not sending his or her ward to school because of money, because it's absolutely free. And we have the school feeding program of the federal government. Yes. Lash on to that. You can also have your own creation within states to feed them, give them good food in their schools. Motivate them, entice them with something to come and learn. And before you know it, the result you will marvel at. Because most of the problems that we are facing in that region would have been avoided or averted. I don't mean we have this comprehensive, holistic, mass education of the people of that region. Some, when they ought to be in classrooms, especially the female, that's when they are married off. To one baba there or okay. And they keep rearing children at a very tender age. And for the male, when they ought to be in schools, I don't know, like I said earlier, if it's cultural or a sort of misorientation or religious incline, or when they ought to be in schools, that's when they are left to fend for themselves. They are doing shoemaker or digging well. Many are jobs everywhere, or they follow truck from Kaduna to Ibadan or to Lagos. And down south, at that age, your parents will be there catering for you. They even give you pocket money. They groom you to a level that they know when you get your education completed, they can now at least leave you on your own. So we have to address this. It's a major challenge, and now it's interesting that the governors collectively from that region are concerned. They should do the needful. Government could play that pivotal role in addressing the situation and changing the trajectory for good. We move on. And this has to do with the economy of our nation, Nigeria. And it says, Eco Science Gen launches workshop to empower 300 youths with climate communication skill. That's impressive. Iron rod distributors ask federal government to prosecute substandard producers. Petrol queues persist in Lagos despite man assurances. Not only in Lagos, we have the queues in other parts of the country. In fact, it is so alarming. In substations, it's not only the queue that is being witnessed. They've engaged in physical combat as if they are doing Royal Rumble. They fight at the filling stations. In one of the filling stations in Ibadan. But for the quick intervention of security operatives, they could have burned down that station, that filling station. So it's unfortunate that Nigerians are subjected to this kind of hardship at this time. It's very unfortunate. And not only the queues or the scarcity alone, the price not also affordable. In most of the filling stations visited, they sell as high as 1,200 naira per liter, whereas the official rate is not up to that. Only one of the filling stations, perhaps the one owned by government, sells at the official rate of around 580 naira, between 580 to 600 naira. Between 580 and 600 naira. And you know that filling station. Others, far above that. And you could see the long queues in the filling stations, especially the one that sells at official rate. When are we going to change? As Nigerians, when will sabotage stop? You ask yourself, the other filling stations that are not selling, especially some they call the independent marketers, is it that they don't have the stock? They don't have the product in stock? Or they've decided not to sell because they want to hike the price? Some sell at the wee hours of the night. Orunonta. Daytime you don't see them sell. It's only when everywhere is dark that they sell at exorbitant rates. It's unfortunate. All this must stop. Where are the regulators? Where is the regulation from government? Gone are the days where you have task force. If you fail to comply to the official rate, official pump price, or you have it in stock and you are not selling, the task force will come to you, accompanied by security operatives. It's either they seal off your filling station, or they just give the product to people free of charge. For that day, in your presence, they sell all your products because you have failed to comply. All the regulations appears not to be effective or not implemented as we speak. You don't even know if the department saddled with that responsibility is still in place or functional. It's so unfortunate. Benue government to inaugurate a new security outfit. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary duplication that's coming from group. 3 fared killed as bandits attack Kogi community. Police arrest 3 suspected cult members over killing arson in Kwara. Why universities are dropping agitation for post-UTME? That's coming from JAMB. Federal government will reform basic education to demands of 21st century. That's coming from the UBEC boss. Lagos State paid over 4.2 billion naira to WAEC in 4 years. That's coming from the commissioner in Lagos State. And 931 tertiary education scholars trained in artificial intelligence, says Okebukola. AI, artificial intelligence. African countries use exorbitant charges to frustrate air peace. That's coming from Oyema. The ongoing hostilities towards Nigerian carriers is not limited to the foreign airliners, as many fellow African airlines have been found to be culpable. Confirming this at the 48th Annual General Meeting and Exhibition of the National Association of Nigerian Travel Agencies in Lagos is airline from operating seamlessly into their home countries with airport charges. Here ya. Here ya. No wala. God shall see us through. NLC President makes case for better emoluments for aviation workers. And he should make case for all other workers too, which I believe he has been doing. Rising fuel queues, disrupting traffic flow. That's coming from the Lagos State government. And port capacity on a port birds 300-meter LOA vessel. That's a landmark. Tinubu, Jonathan, Abdulsalami, others to grace the 25th anniversary of a university name withheld. And government industries play pivotal roles in fostering sustainable supply chain. That is correct. And straight to other headlines as captured in the national dailies. These has to do with the Nigerian nation, the state of our nation, the state of the Nigerian nation. Hardship, poverty persist in Nigeria. That is visible everywhere you go. Ohaneze demands action from Southeast governors after Enugu herders attack. On May Day, better days ahead, Tinubu assures the Nigerian workers. Precious Chikwendo shuts down reconciliation rumors with Fani Kayode. And Civil Society Coalition denounces Uriwe's criminal interference in civil matters. APC salutes Nigerian workers, says Tinubu committed to welfare. On fuel scarcity, federal government begins 15-day emergency fuel supply. 15 days emergency fuel supply. Okay. EFCC and the demon of corruption. That's coming from Liri Olayinka. Russia displayed captured Western hardware from Ukraine. Lagos Calabar Coastal Road Network. Lagos Calabar Coastal Road or Coastal Highway. A pathway to economic prosperity for Nigeria. That's a special report. 86 rooms where tenants paid 250,000 naira a year or per year found under Dolphin Estate Bridge, Lagos, under a bridge. 86 rooms under bridge. Tunnel there under the bridge. 86 rooms. Partitioned rooms, 86. And they pay 250,000 naira per annum. For real? Perhaps it's been sensationalized or exaggerated. It's real. Oh. And it's been reported that it's a hideout for some criminals. Let's give you a bit of that. Lagos State's Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, on Wednesday said the government discovered 86 partitioned rooms, size 10 by 10 and 12 by 10, under the Dolphin Estate Bridge, Ikoyi, on Lagos Island. Tenants are said to be paying 250,000 per annum for the makeshift apartment under the bridge. Wahab shared the information via a post on social media on Wednesday, along with video evidence. He added that the enforcement team of Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources had successfully removed all structures, including a container utilized for various illegal activities, from beneath the Dolphin Estate Bridge. Sharing the video, he wrote, a total number of 86 rooms, partitioned into 10 by 10, 12 by 10, and a container used for different illegal activities were discovered under the Dolphin Estate Bridge. They have all been removed by the enforcement team of the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. A special advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Kunle Rotimi Akodo, further confirmed the eviction of squatters from beneath the bridge towards the Dolphin Estate in Ikoyi over illegal settlement and environmental violations. Hey, 86 rooms under bridge. Housing deficit in our society. You go to some areas, you can't even get 10 rooms, not to talk of 30. Or under the bridge, 86. That's surprising. Very, very amazing. All right, we give you more headlines. You are still surprised that we have 86 rooms, partitioned rooms, under the bridge. That's the reality. That is just the reality. Economic importance of Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway is enormous. Peter Obi's comment about road accident in Kogi and Enugu. So what happens to the comment? Federal government completes dualize Abuja Kefi Mercody Road. Good one. Peter Obi is inciting South Easterners against Tinubu. Against Tinubu, that's coming from Dave Omai, Minister of Works. Dave Omai. Nigeria's declining economic activity is worrisome. That's coming from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Federal government to pay 2.75 billion naira compensation for coastal highway demolitions today. And Labour is speaking this morning. Federal government 35 pay rise mischievous. Living wage should be 615,000 naira. That's coming from Joe Ajero. Another PDP ward faction denounces suspension of Rivers lawmakers loyal to Fubara. Invest in Lagos at your own peril, Kingsley Mogalu's wife wants. And I think this is a very, very provocative utterance and something that should not be heard from the mouth of those who should know better. Not a public figure or a known figure, the wife of Kingsley Mogalu. No. This is unpatriotic to me. What would have caused such vituperation from you, the Lagos that majority of you live in? The Lagos that majority of you sees as preferred destination, as your home. Why? Why should you demarket Lagos? Because a property belonging to Landmark was demolished along the proposed Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. It's unfortunate. You inject ethnic coloration to it because one is Igbo man, because of the other is so. These are unhealthy for this nation, and these are not the kind of utterances that we want to hear from people like you at this point. The country needs unity. No further divide us along ethnic lines for no good reason. So you mean all the demolitions along that route belongs to the Igbos or those from the southeastern extraction? These are unfortunate, irresponsible statements that you hear from people that should talk about what would unite us. If you have grounds with the government, yes, there are ways to better say them. Not to play to the gallery by inciting people against themselves or against the government. Is the coastal road required at this point? Is it developmental in nature? Will it boost the economic activities along that route and the states connected? Is it needed? Let's call a spade a spade. And let's be truthful to ourselves. Because you want to play opposition does not mean you have to rubbish everything that is progressive in nature. Because you want to play the opposition game does not mean that you pit people against themselves. Don't further divide us along ethnic and religious lines. Please, we are begging. We have fragile peace, very fragile peace in the country as we speak. Don't escalate the issue beyond control. It's unfortunate. Dave Umai, to the best of my knowledge, is a southeasterner from Ebonyi, isn't it? the former governor of Ebonyi State, now the Minister of Works, and you know how important that ministry is. A Igbo man, no be Igbo, so another Igbo, right? We don't even know. We only knew the name of the company and the investment. To now dig deep and tell us it belongs to one Chukuma or Obiora or one name, we are not really concerned about that. If it's obstructing the right of way, or is it way of right of way to that project, it has to go. The concern for us is, okay, could the project have been rerouted to avoid the demolition, even the wisdom of those who charted that construction or the project? If there are options, logical ones, that's one. If in their knowledge, that is the only way or the best way, that is the best route for the road, we should be talking about compensation. Has compensation been duly paid? But to now inject ethnicity and other things into it is unfounded and is highly condemnable. That's my personal submission this morning. Let's open the phone line. 0805 500 9850. 0805 500 9850. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is John calling from Ilorin. Yesterday, immediately I finished contributing to this program, I drove to a place called Girialimi in Ilorin. I parked somewhere, watching children trekking long distance to their various schools, to Taiwo Sale, to Abuoba, and various areas. Trekking to school, sweating. I learned some could not even leave their home because their parents could not take the risk of allowing their children to trek that long. Do our government always feel the pain when they see other people's children suffering? Why their own children live in arm's? Some even go as far as saying their unborn great-grandchildren could fish to the tune of 10 years. Do they feel the pain when they see the children of the masses suffering? This is very, very unfair. I want to use this opportunity to plead with parents to warn their children not to take unnecessary risk by accepting lift from people who may capitalize on this opportunity to kidnap other people's children in the name of trying to help them to school. If they need to trek, let them trek to school. If they are tired of trekking, let them stay at home. Number two, Sheyi Makinde promised that he is going to implement the minimum wage as soon as possible. Sheyi Makinde, we trust you. We know you are going to do that in Oyo State. We plead to other governors to follow the same way Sheyi Makinde has been doing things. He's not an alien. He did not fall from heaven. They should follow the path. Not that local government workers, state workers will be taking peanuts, while only the federal workers will be slightly to bank. And neighbors will always find a way to protest on how the commodity will come down, not about money rising every time. Good morning. Have a nice day.
Good morning. Have a nice day too. We appreciate you for your call. 0805 500 9850. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sasha. I'm Didi. I'm calling from Accra. Now, on what the news you read about what happened for this state about bandits killing 30 people. I think it was yesterday we heard something similar in one state like that they killed 25 people or something like that. Now, one thing is, must it be every day that we'll be hearing bandits killed and Fulani men killed? This one killed 25 people, 30 people, 20 people. That thing used to infuriate me. I see we don't have government, both the local, state, and federal government. We don't value lives again. If you count those numbers that we supposed to even publish outside, 30, 25, 28, you begin to wonder, do we have government? What's the reason of even having government in those places? I mean, we kept quiet as if nothing is happening and we move on. Until today again, when we are another one found out again that some people have been killed again by bandits. The same set of people that have been killing people, the same people with you. I don't want to mention anything. I don't want to the direction in this direction. But one thing is, the same people are sick, and the government kept quiet, and they have seen nothing is happening. We are tired of this country, seriously. We don't have government. Why are they being paid? With big amount of money and all that without them acting. I mean, thank you.
Thank you. God bless you real good. Hello, good morning to you. 0805 500 9850 is the number to call to be part of conversation this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. This is Michael calling from OLUYOLEFM Kingdom.
You are welcome.
God bless you, very good, my brother. You are doing a good work. Okay. Yes, let me come.
On the scarcity of petroleum. Why should petrol be scarce in Nigeria? Government will make promises upon promises for us that the refinery will start work. They promise that Port Harcourt will start work second week in April. I'm not sure it's working. They now promise that they want the Kaduna will start work by December. They should stop telling us all this. If they know that it cannot work, they shouldn't be saying all these things to us. We are not Mumu. So now they should make a way of all these things. Why scarcity in Nigeria where we have everything? I don't know why. Because they are telling us that the first who have arrived, they have 1.5 billion naira liters. And this and that. We go read the soul of Umaru Musa Yarua. I don't know. I saw a yellow moon in a town. I said a yellow moon in a town. If you might address this people, which is, yes, or the out of school children. Let the northern governor walk their talk. Let them do that. They should make sure that we don't have out of school children. Now, thirdly, about those people, 56 apartments in the other bridge at the Dolphin Estate. They have demolished the rooms or whatever, the apartment. But who are those people that are collecting rent from them? They should investigate that. God bless you. Enjoy your day, my brother.
God bless you too. 0805 500 9850. 0805 500 9850. Let's entertain this commercial break. We shall be back. Please stay tuned.
My country people, when I don't hear so, federal government don't bring better thing, come on. Government don't they give 50,000 naira as grant. Make it help 1 million small businesses for all the states where they Nigeria, including Abuja FCT. This program now presidential conditional grant scheme. If you know say you don't register for the program, you go receive text message when to tell you say make you go update your NIN informate. And when you already register, make you carry your iPut for ground. Make you watch for the text message when they go send you, because after you don't update your NIN, they go carry you go the center where you go complete your registration so that you go qualify to collect your grant money. But inside the message when they go send for your phone, you go see road or link number where you use apply for the grant money. Open the portal, then put your information. If you get question, you fit call 070 0055 1111. No waste time, go update your NIN quick. This message now federal government of Nigeria carry and call.
You're welcome back to Conversation. Welcome back to Conversation Live. 0805 500 9850. 0805 500 9850. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Alex Wongu from Ilefe.
Glad to have you, sir.
Yeah. I really appreciate what I'm doing there.
Thank you.
See, let it be known to Nigerians that we don't have government. In the first place, this was not prepared to rule. Now, unfortunately, when the first government that left, the one that came in, this one find some bad things. Judging by the way he came, I think people could applaud him. The man went ahead to say he will continue from where that devilish man stopped. And he didn't do what? So people are suffering. It's not a people's government. People is dead at the session. So that is one thing. So, and I believe that if people should come up and cry out to God, it's only children. This government will surely fall. If you were in other countries, South African countries, this rubbish were planning to, they want people to die. So they don't have anything good for the people. They go to this.
Thank you. 0805 500 9850. 0805 500 9850. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mr.
Good morning, sir.
God bless you. Reverend Kano Babatunde is speaking from Lalate. Petrol scarcity all over the place. In fact, it's as if we don't have a government in Nigeria. Everybody is doing what he likes. The petrol sellers are selling in the night, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So they are making the black marketers to charge. So the government has to, do something about it, because this is bringing hardship to people, and they don't say anything about it. So we need a new government in this Nigeria. God bless you. Reverend Kano Babatunde from Lalate.
Thank you. We appreciate. Under whatever guise or without any form of provocation, no matter what is happening, we should not divide this country and further separate our people along ethnic and religious lines. Lagos remains the center of excellence, center of all eyes, but for the vision and projection of a brighter future, which was envisaged, initiated, and even implemented in the past by the likes of the Jakandes and others, and President Bola Tinubu inclusive, Lagos wouldn't have been a place that many see as tourist attraction and the hub of the economic hub of the nation as we speak. So we must give kudos to them and ensure that we call on others to come invest in Nigeria as a whole, not only Lagos State. So we should make statements that will further ensure the development of our country and our respective states. I have to go on the show this morning. It's been a wonderful session. Thank you for listening to conversation from across the globe. Till tomorrow, that we shall come your way. Let me inform you that Bimbo Akombi unavoidably absent because he's on another official engagement elsewhere. Not that he has absconded. It's an official engagement as we speak. We shall be back tomorrow morning. I remain yours faithfully, Sheung Oyelo. Enjoy your day. Sport Tidbit is you.
A wonderful morning. We have sports stories to talk about.
Despite the challenges, lack of fuel, the scarcity, the hike in transportation fare. Okay, you are here, very committed, very passionate.
Well, we have to, serve people. So yes, how would they get served if you are not here? And so here we are, and it's quite an exciting morning. Yesterday, 3SC, they toiled. They really struggled, tried to get the best of Solution FC of Anambra right there at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin. And they finally got the victory, but not in the manner that people wanted them to, because, it could have been a straightforward victory, but then they had to come from behind with 10 men. They played out a 1-1 draw in that game. They went straight to penalties, and they won 3-2 on penalties. So I know a lot of people were actually scared when they were going to go into penalty shootouts, because the last State Federation Cup final, the one that they actually played in, they lost on penalties to GFC. Who will be playing today? You know, people were scared before the penalty shootout that is it not the same Ogun Ajawa the other time? But then,
thankfully, they've won.
Yeah, they won. They won, and yes, they are into the round of 32. We're waiting to see how the fixtures will go by when things actually get clearer. So that's what we have presently.
Sport Tidbit is next with Victor Opone.
98.5